Hello and thanks for tuning in today. We have a great breakdown for you today. This is Jeff and Ashley with the ALTP. Today's story, unveiling the $3,000 shipping surcharge. Imagine waking up and seeing your grocery bill jump overnight, not because of inflation, but because of a fee slapped on cargo before it even leaves the dock. That's exactly what's happening now. Maersk, the global shipping company, has added a permanent $3,000 emergency surcharge for containers moving through the Strait of Hormuz.
That number honestly shocked me. $3,000 extra per 40-foot container just for passing a checkpoint. We're not talking about a minor bump. This turns into a new baseline cost for nearly everything shipped across oceans.
It's wild to think how every item we buy, from electronics to coffee, gets hit by this. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on what's really behind these shipping fees and how they quietly add up to a price hike at your local store.
We'll break down the official logistics numbers, dig into why this fee isn't just a temporary reaction, and show how shipping cartels are reshaping global supply chains. Plus, we're tracing the ripple effect right to your wallet.
What really gets me is how these fees hidden in invoices become an invisible tax for everyone. Companies don't absorb that $3,000. It rolls onto our receipts.
Exactly. A retailer pays more for shipping, then passes it on to consumers. It's not just luxury goods. Basic necessities, rice, pasta, cleaning supplies are all caught up in this new surcharge.
If you've noticed prices creeping up, now you know why. It's less about supply and demand and more about logistics math. When dozens of containers incur that fee, the impact multiplies.
And the trick is, most shoppers never see this cost itemized. They just feel the pinch at checkout. A slow squeeze driven by ocean routes and corporate policy.
I keep seeing news anchors frame this as a regional conflict, like it's a blip to ride out. But the receipts and logs paint a different picture.
They focus on headlines about tankers stuck in the Strait of Hormuz, but ignore how shipping giants are leveraging these delays to lock in permanent surcharges. It's a manufactured bottleneck, not just an unfortunate coincidence.
Funny enough, when you dig into the actual transit math, you see how this event isn't random. The logistics logs show a trend. A 20% choke on capacity that's not going away anytime soon.
So while the evening news pushes temporary panic, the reality is a systematic reset shipping cartels using infrastructure breakdowns to reshape global cost structures.
Here's where it gets strategic. The shipping cartels aren't just responding to a problem, they're actively managing the choke. By stacking massive fees, they're bottlenecking the route and squeezing out smaller competitors.
I've seen logistics audits that prove it. By creating artificial shortages, they force retailers and suppliers to accept sky-high prices or risk empty shelves. It's a power play built right into the infrastructure.
It actually reminds me of how airlines hike prices during weather disruptions. The difference here is scale. This affects everything, everywhere, and the surcharge is now permanent.
And the fallout isn't just expensive goods. It's a hard reset for global supply chains. The bottleneck becomes the new normal, and everyone downstream pays the price.
Instead of relying on curated headlines, the ALTP dove straight into the raw data, the logistics logs the networks barely mention.
That's what sets ALTP apart. We're not tracking individuals or scanning phones. We're analyzing global freight movements, uncovering how these hidden fees really work.
When you see the real audit, it's impossible to ignore how these surcharges shape prices in local stores. It's a direct link from ocean bottlenecks to your shopping cart.
If you want to see the numbers yourself, just Google it. Don't just take our word for it. It's eye-opening.
So here's what we uncovered. First, the $3,000 shipping surcharge isn't just a temporary fix. It's a new baseline cost. Second, media narratives often obscure the logistics math, hiding the real cause of price spikes. Third, shipping cartels are actively managing bottlenecks to reshape the supply chain for profit.
And if you want to stop paying the hidden tax, start by learning how these fees really work.
That's it for this one. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us. If you like this story, you can follow us on Facebook at the ALTP, on X at @the_ALTP with 2 E's. and on Instagram at @the_ALTP. This story was brought to you by the American Liberty and Transparency Project, God's Truth, Our Liberty, Our Republic. Thank you again.